Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Christian and this is CXC Beauty. On today's video, we're doing a bronzy glowing goddess look. It was supposed to be a beach look, but it kind of evolved into like a full glam JLo moment. This is the same look that I did for my Instagram post that I did last. I will insert a picture so you can see. I was gonna do a toned down version of that, but I couldn't. I just couldn't help myself. I've been loving how this full glam has been looking. In photos, it looks amazing, so I decided to recreate it for you guys. But before we get into the look, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. And please give us a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it and help out my channel. Also, let me know what you think about this makeup routine in the comments below. Do you like a full beat? Do you like this glamorous golden goddess thing? Even though it's not summer, let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay everyone, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with primer, and I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Putty Primer that I love. And I'm just applying that all over my face as usual. I don't know if that was a Tony hair or a wig hair, but it was some hair.
It was my hair.
Okay, so we got our primer on, and then I'm gonna go in with foundation, but this time I'm only gonna go in with the L'Oreal one. This is the Infallible Foundation. And I'm gonna try to go a little lighter on the foundation today, since I am doing a little summer glowy look. And I'm gonna actually apply it with a brush. This is a Morphe brush, M439. And I'm just gonna start stamping it with the brush. So the reason that I'm going in with a light foundation today is I'm going to be doing more layers, like more sculpting layers. I wanted my base layer to be fairly thin. Ooh. I hate that my hair gets in my foundation. I do have something to hold my hair up, but somebody has taken it from me.
What you talking about? Okay,
so I'm going to go into contour before I do the concealer this time, because I don't want my concealer to crease while I'm doing all this wild contour. So I'm gonna start in the face first. And I'm gonna go a little bit heavy on this product since this is gonna be a bronzy glowing goddess from summer in the not even springtime. I'm gonna go heavy on this contour since I do use it as a bronzer as well. So I'm just gonna take this and start shaping my face. Now you don't have to go as heavy as I'm going, but I just really want to look super bronze today. And I'm going to blend this out first before I go into my neck. That way this doesn't dry. And I'm taking this little paddle brush from the Vintage Cosmetics Company. And this came in a trio pack. The stippling brush, this, and a concealer brush, which I love all three of them. And I'm going to start blending out this contour. Also, the reason I'm doing contour first is because since I am blending this into the foundation and it's going to be more bronzy than usual, I'm going to use the concealer to highlight everything. Okay, now that I have that mostly blended with the brush, I'm going to go in with a blender sponge now, and I'm going to further blend that contour. Oh, did I mention I was using Fenty Beauty Truffle Matchsticks for my contour? And I'm gonna make sure this is really, really blended out. And then also blend out the neck. I'm gonna take this brush that I use for my foundation. I'm gonna help blend out through the hairs on my neck. Okay, now I'm gonna try Harusha's little secret trick. And she says to turn your neck, and you can kind of see where your necklines are supposed to be. So I'm just gonna try to follow that. And then she also contours in her clavicle area. And I'm guessing her boobie area, but I don't have boobies. We're just going in all the areas. And I'm gonna start blending with my brush. I mean, this is a bit of an extreme kind of makeup. I would guess you'd be doing this if you really want to look snatched at the beach or if you're doing like a photo shoot. But I really wanted to try it, so. Okay, now I'm gonna go over that with my sponge and just blend it all together. I don't know, you guys let me know how it looks. I think it looks pretty good. The only thing is I would use probably something more creamy than the matchsticks, because since it is such a big area, I noticed that some of the matchstick did dry before I had time to blend it out. So there are some lines. So I would suggest something a little creamier. But it does give you a nice like contoured, chiseled clavicle and décolleté area. I mean, it looks pretty good, right? You think so? Okay, so now I'm gonna go into concealer, and I use the Kylie Cosmetics concealer in the shade Birch. And I'm gonna use this concealer to add a little coverage, also to highlight the areas of my face that need to be highlighted. I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin as well. I've been doing that lately and I've liked how it makes my chin look. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little brush from Morphe, and it's an E29, I believe. I can't read the number anymore because it's overused and abused. But I'm using this to stamp out my concealer. Then I'm gonna hop into my little blender sponge and I'm gonna blend that out. I'm using a different one because I didn't want to use the same one I used for contour for my highlight. Okay, and then for this look, I'm gonna go ahead and bake because it's very glam and you want everything to stay in place. So I'm gonna go in with my little Kylie powder, and this is in soft pink. And I'm gonna take that on the back of this sponge that has the flat edge. And I'm gonna put this on my under eyes, but I'm not gonna go super close into my lower lash line. I'm sort of baking around it. And then I'm gonna take a little brush and I'm gonna go closer to the lash line, just so in that area it's not as much powder for my fine lines. I'm also gonna take that powder and I'm gonna cut my cheek. And set my forehead. This is the part where you look really crazy, but I promise you, this makeup in photos has been looking so good that I literally can't stop doing my makeup like this. I used to never bake or anything like that. I used to never put powder on my face. But for some reason, now I've been doing it and my photos have been looking amazing. It's a little bit heavy for real life, like every day, but I would definitely rock this at the beach. Not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dust the bake off my forehead and my cheeks. Well, the lower part. And I'm gonna leave this part right here. That way when I do my eyeshadow, no fallout will ruin my foundation. It's gonna be like a barrier for the foundation. Okay, and for today's makeup, I'm gonna be using the CXC Beauty Essentials palette, which is one of our pro palettes. And I'm just gonna go right into this shade right here, which is dark chocolate. And I'm taking this shade on a precision blending brush from CXC Beauty. And I'm gonna start stamping it into my crease. Now this is a very pigmented, rich brown shade. So I'm not bringing it too high up. I'm keeping it really concentrated into the crease. Now taking a clean blending brush, I'm gonna start diffusing the edges of that color. Okay, hopping back into the palette, I'm gonna take the shade Terracotta, which is a very warm orange tone shade. And I'm gonna take it on that clean blending brush from before, and I'm gonna start warming this up on the crease. And blending out at the same time. Now I'm gonna hop into this shade right here, which is called Crema, on the same brush. And I'm just gonna use that shade to really buff out these edges. And also give the brow bone a tiny bit of a highlight. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease with my ColourPop concealer. Now taking a CXC Beauty shader brush, I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is True Golden. And I'm gonna start packing this onto the cut crease, on the center of the eye. Now taking the other side of the brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is Love Lust. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner of the eye to bring a lot of light and glow. Now taking the shade Secrets, which is the dark black color, I'm going to take that on a little angled brush and I'm going to do a really soft wing. Okay, now using this smaller brush, which is an Anastasia little angled brush for brows, I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to stamp it on the whole perimeter of my upper lash line as liner. Okay, now taking a little pencil brush, I'm going to just run that along the lash line to really smoke out that liner, just to make it really soft. Okay, so I'm going to take my little brush and I'm going to wipe off my bake now. And I'm going to go back into that little pencil brush and I'm going to hit that dark brown color and connect my lower lash line to the liner. I'm also going to take the blending brush from before and just blend out the edges of the shadow. And now I'm going to take some setting spray before I do anything else, and I'm just going to put a bunch of this on to mend all that powder into my face. I also, after I spray that on, I like to take the blending sponge and just tap over the highlighted areas, and it just marries everything together. Now I'm going to quickly do my brows. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of Hoola bronzer just for a little bit more warmth in the perimeter of the face. This is also going to blend my contours and highlights together. Okay, and I'm going to quickly put on some lashes and mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so this whole makeup look turned from beach to JLo going to perform somewhere real quick. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of the face. I'm gonna go into blush and I'm gonna take the CXC Beauty Blush Palette. This is in Daring, which is the darker of the two. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is a nice pinkish shade. And I like this pink shade because I could literally just keep packing this on to my face. And that might have been too much. I spoke too soon. But I love the color of this blush so much. It's like the perfect peachy pink. We'll tap it out a little bit and all will be good in the neighborhood. Okay, so now that you look like a blushed goddess, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of highlight. So I'm gonna spray some more setting spray on my face. Just a light spray this time, just to get some wetness. And I'm gonna spray this area right here. And this is where we're gonna really glow. So I'm gonna take a little highlighting brush, Bronze and Glow palette, and I'm gonna start with this powder shade on the top. And I'm gonna put that onto my cheekbones. And this one, the first highlighter in this palette gives you more like of a ethereal, like underneath glow, more natural glow. And then I'm also gonna take this onto my collarbones and up these little necklines and on the top. And now I'm gonna hop into the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism powder in the shade Venus. And I'm gonna layer that on top. And then another highlighter, I'm gonna take this Dior one, which is their Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer in 001. And I'm just tapping lightly into this one just to put a little bit of glow onto my forehead. And then for lips, what I did for this look when I posted it on Instagram, I actually took this Maybelline pencil. It's a Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Raw Chocolate. And I brought it in slightly. And then I took my CXC Beauty lipstick in Carmen. And I put that right in the center. And then I took a clear gloss. And then I just put this right on the center of the lips. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. It's a golden bronzy goddess look, kind of JLo inspired look. It was supposed to be for the beach. It might not be your cup of tea for the beach because it's very full coverage, very glam. I definitely would use this for the beach because I look snatched. And who doesn't want to look snatched at the beach? But you could tone this down a little bit and just use some of the techniques and then create a similar look just with a lighter application, and you can most certainly use this for the beach. I had a lot of fun recreating this look for you guys. This is the look that I posted on my Instagram page last, and a lot of people really liked that look and really wanted to know how I did it, so that's why I did this tutorial. Okay everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye!